What is up, YouTube? It is Onion Bomb here on Ascent Sports, and welcome back to our college football prediction series, Pick Six Pick Ems, where we pick six of the best college football games of the weekly slate. We are on week 9 of the college football season, and in a crazy turn of events, I am only being joined by Steven today. Yes, only Steven. No Isaiah, no Jimmy. We have their picks, but Steven
Look,
is here today.
when in need, I arrived. And here I am. Finally. When no one else showed, Commander Rising was here. So let it be known.
Good to finally have Steven here. Last week for our picks, Jimmy actually did the best, going 4-2. Me and Steven went 2-4. Isaiah went 1-5. So not our best week. Some not like some a little bit upsets. Brings the overall. Steven, you lead at 31-17. Me and Jimmy are one game behind that, 30-18. Isaiah falling back a little bit, 27-21.
Which is crazy because I am definitely the one. Well, maybe Jimmy, but it's definitely a competition between Jimmy and I who watched at least college football the bunch. So it's pretty ironic.
Yeah. So all right, let's get to predicting these college games first. We actually were gonna be doing a Thursday and a Friday matchup. Thursday night college football. We got Syracuse at Pitt, ranked 19th. If you guys have been staying tuned, you guys should know that I am a Pitt fan, and pretty much all of us, at least to some degree, I'd say support Pitt. I'd say this is definitely one of, if not Pitt's hardest matchup of the year so far. Definitely facing the best quarterback in Kyle McCord from Syracuse. He is in a kind of, having his own kind of like Eli Holstein season, pretty doing pretty good, and I believe he's like in the, when they're like talking about like the top 10 Heisman people, his name's brought up. Realistically, it's probably between Ashton Gentry and Travis Hunter. Maybe throw Cam Ward in there, but he's a hopeful as well. I'd say Eli Holstein's there as well, but I am going with Pitt here. They are the favorites, and I can't go against my undefeated team. And I really think we got this one. So give me Pitt to beat Syracuse.
Well, look, I'm not going to pretend to sit here and, know the ins and outs like Mr. Brendan here, but look, Pittsburgh's ranked, Syracuse isn't. And look, this one cuts a little deep for me because, I'm actually pretty much from both areas. I'm not directly from Syracuse, but I'm like an hour south. And it's the college football team everyone rooted for in Binghamton. So, but I'm going to go with Pittsburgh because they're ranked, Syracuse isn't. And, why stop the undefeated season now? Especially against Syracuse, who's not ranked. So, yeah, that's my
Indeed.
logic for it.
Yeah, Syracuse has one loss. It's to Stanford, which Stanford I think only has the one win, so kind of a bad loss. But yeah, not the greatest teams played. Pitt hasn't played the craziest of teams either, but they're winning, and so yeah. Pardon me. Stanford has 2 wins, but their other one is to Cal Poly. I don't even know what that is. Brother, you can't make this up. Their logo is CP, and if you're on the internet, you know what that abbreviation can mean.
Yikes.
Not the greatest. Jimmy and Isaiah are both going Pitt as well. Isaiah's a pretty big Pitt fan as well. So yeah, we're riding with Pitt. Hopefully they don't last down because man, that first loss is gonna hurt. Hopefully it doesn't come this Thursday. Taking us to the next game to predict, it is Friday night. We got ranked 17th Boise State at UNLV. Both of these teams only have one loss. Speaking of which, last time UNLV's only loss was to Syracuse, and it was very close. But Boise State's only loss was to now ranked one Oregon, and it was very close, only by 3. Their running back, we keep mentioning Ashton Jeanty. He is unstoppable. It's crazy. He's having he has 17 touchdowns on the year, week 9. Definitely, I think he should win the Heisman. He may win the Heisman. It's definitely either him or Travis Hunter. Yeah, I'm going Boise State with this one. This is a big Mountain West matchup. They're in the same conference, and I think Boise State uses this to take the lead. UNLV's pretty good as well, but I think Boise State's just gonna keep running it with Genty, and I don't think UNLV will stop them. So give me Boise State.
I will be taking Boise State too. Yeah, like same logic as last time. They're ranked. UNLV isn't. So, and
And
Brendan's taking them.
and sometimes it is just that easy. Um, Isaiah's also going with Boise State. So is Jimmy, who is also a big fan of their running back. So yeah, we're all in on Boise State. We're all in on Pittsburgh. We'll see if those teams don't let us down. There has been some crazy upsets and stuff on on Friday college, so we'll see. I be trying to take some parlays sometimes, and they bust early because of these games be wild on Friday. So we'll see. We'll see. Our next game, a pretty good one. It's a rank v rank. We got ranked 12th Notre Dame at ranked 24th Navy. Navy being ranked in general is crazy. Now, Notre Dame, of course, is the better team going into this. Their only loss was to Northern Illinois, which is a bad loss, very bad upset that still doesn't make sense. But they have been kind of rolling after that. Some close ones, but rolling. Navy is undefeated, but they're Navy. This is their biggest game by far, biggest matchup. I honestly will be rooting for Navy. I really do want Navy to win this, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Notre Dame's too big for them, so give me Notre Dame in this one.
Doesn't Navy always lose to Army in their matchup every year?
I think they might. They definitely they play at the very end. That's Army's doing pretty good. They're both Army's ranked 23rd, Navy's 24th. People were hoping like undefeated Army versus undefeated Navy, but yeah, I don't know if Army plays any. Actually, an Army plays Notre Dame as well. So they could go in with both Notre Dame losses. We'll see.
Well, I will also be taking the Fighting Irish.
Yes, Isaiah's going with the Fighting Irish as well. However, Jimmy's going with the upset, going with Navy. He's taking a chance on the Navy. Maybe, we'll see, hopefully. Alright, next up we have another ranked v ranked. We got ranked 20 Illinois versus ranked 1 Oregon. Oregon started off kind of shaky for me, but the last couple weeks they beat Ohio State. It was only by a point, but it was at Ohio State. I'm sorry, it wasn't at. It was at them, but they beat Ohio State. They blanked Purdue 35 to nothing, and they're undefeated. They've yet to lose. Illinois has one loss on the year to Penn State, who's ranked like third now or something, third or second. Yeah, third. So pretty good loss, and it was only 21-7. They recently just beat Michigan. I didn't see that coming. Michigan is not definitely not a good team this year. Far cry from their national championship win that last year. But yeah, so some decent ones. Wins at first here from Illinois, but they beat Nebraska, Michigan, and Kansas at when they were ranked, but all those teams have since unranked. Oregon Ducks, I think, have the better resume. Not only that, but I think they're just a better team. So give me Oregon here. I don't think Illinois is gonna beat this one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with Oregon. They're number one. They're undefeated. Pretty much says it all, I guess.
Isaiah's going with Oregano. And Jimmy's going with Oregon as well. So we're all in on Oregon. All right, next up we have another rank v ranked. We have ranked 21 Missouri at ranked 15 Alabama. Alabama has low key fallen off ever since they beat Georgia, and they just after that they just fell off. They got upset to Vanderbilt, won, but it was a very close one against South Carolina, and now they lost to Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee's a good team, but it's supposed to be better than this. Missouri is coming off a win to Auburn. Their only loss in the year was to Texas A&M, which they got stomped. However, I'm going with Alabama here. Missouri, their quarterback, Brady Cook, did get hurt last game. I am not sure if he's still hurt, if it's a lingering injury, or if he came back or not, but he may be a bit banged up. And regardless, I just think Bama's got this one. They gotta bounce back. They gotta be a team like Missouri if they're gonna do anything. They already got 2 losses. That Vanderbilt one's gonna haunt them. I don't know if there even is playoff hopes for them anymore with the updated playoffs, maybe. But give me Alabama here. It's at Bama too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Alabama. I was contemplating taking Missouri, but just to take the split from you, but no, I'm gonna go with Alabama.
Zaya's going with Bama, and Jimmy is also taking Bama as well. So yeah,
what's Missouri's record?
They have 1 loss. Texas
Okay.
A&M, and I think they're ranked 14th now. So a decent record, but even with that, I mean, upsets happen. They lost to Vanderbilt, but Alabama should win this. And for our 6th and final game, we have, speaking of which, funny enough, Texas A&M's in this one. We have ranked 8 LSU at ranked 14th Texas A&M. This is one of those games, though, with lower record or lower ranking. Texas A&M's actually the favorite in this one. LSU only has 1 loss on the year. It dates all the way back to week 1 against USC, which kind of looks like a worse loss as USC's really fallen off. But they're coming off a big one against Arkansas, unranked team, but they gave some teams run for their money. They're a decent team, and they beat Ole Miss recently. Texas A&M also has 1 loss, also dating back to week 1, and it's against Notre Dame, who's still kicking it. I don't know. I'm going LSU in this one. I think they're being slept on. Being not the favorite as ranked 8. I don't know. Sometimes the numbers are wrong or off. So this one could go either way. But I'm just feeling LSU. They didn't let me down last week, so I'm gonna ride that again.
I am taking Texas A&M.
So Isaiah is also taking Texas A&M, and Jimmy is also taking Texas A&M. So I am the only
Opportunity for
one
you.
on LSU. Yeah, opportunity to take the lead or to get pushed farther back. Very, very interesting. So, what do you guys think about our picks? Did we miss a game or two? There's also some good matchups like Penn State at Wisconsin could be an interesting one. Texas at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is now ranked at 25th, so that's kind of a rank v rank one. But Texas, even with getting upset by Georgia, it's Georgia. They should still win that. And I thought interesting BYU at UCF. BYU is not the favorite, and they're ranked 11th, and USC is unranked, and they on a 4-game losing streak, and their only wins are to TCU, Sam Houston, and New Hampshire. I don't know if I'm missing something like that injury, but you know, BYU's undefeated. I don't get that one. If you're making a parlay, I just not. This isn't betting advice, but I'd look at BYU. With that being said, though, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies